How's it going, guys? Football-ManagerYouthDevelopment.co.uk here. In today's episode, we're going to play the last two games of the second season. So you can see recently that our form has been absolutely diabolical, unfortunately. We are actually still in the championship positions in the league. We've got 69 points at the moment with 2 games to go. But you can see some of the other teams are really close to taking us over. I'm not particularly too sure what's been going on with the form of the team recently, but yeah, certainly things have just not been going our way at all. So just as a kind of brief overview, if we take a real quick look at this Preston game, just as a quick example, we ended up losing this game, but you can see that we had 24 shots on goal, 10 of which were on target. We had 3 clear-cut chances, pretty much all the possession of the ball. And even though we lost the game 2-1, our average rating for our players was actually better than the Preston players. The good thing about the 2 games that we have got remaining there against Wigan and Wolves, so and they're actually home games as well. So currently Wolves are in first position in the table, so I'm not really expecting to win that one. But this game against Wigan, the first game that we're going to be playing, is absolutely vital. You can see here that Wigan are actually favourites for the game, which just basically shows that the form that we're on at the moment. One of the main reasons our form is particularly bad at the moment is potentially the form of Peter. So recently his form has just absolutely plummeted. He's basically not been able to get over a 7 for absolutely ages. He's not scored since the end of February as well, which has been absolutely horrendous. I just can't... Really, we just don't really have any other strikers to kind of bring on in his place. So you can see I've tried to play George every so often, but his form at the moment is 6.66. I've also tried to play... where's he gone? Oh yeah, Martin Waghorn I've tried to play as well. 6.86 average rating for Martin Waghorn. So pretty much I've just got no players who are on decent form in terms of scoring goals at the moment. I'm going to get the team ready for this first game against Wigan. Obviously, it is such a vital game that we do win this one. But yeah, if you are enjoying this series so far, then do drop a like on the video and leave your comments below. Okay, yeah, so I think we're pretty much ready for the first game against Wigan today. I have picked the team already. So gone for Daniel Ward in goal, Varela, Egan, Byrne, Walker-Peters, Kashi, Charles Cook, Furman, Iwobi, McLean and Peter up front. Like I mentioned already, the form of Peter has been very disappointing to say the least, and yeah, he's just really not putting the ball in the back of the net at all. We've got a load of sort of injuries to key players at the moment, so Craig Conway's still out unfortunately at the moment. Yeah, Chris Gunter's injured, Morgan Fox is injured, Goodmunson is injured as well. We're just about getting... Where's he gone? Yeah, Joshua Onoma has been out injured as well recently. He's just about to come back in the team. But yeah, his average rating is 7.53 for the whole season. Our form did actually take a massive dip as soon as he got injured, which obviously wasn't ideal. So the ball comes out wide to the right-hand side to Varela, kicks it inside to Charles Cook onto Furman, and Peter is there to put the ball into the back of the net. So it's actually a really decent start for Charlton here. In the first minute, we managed to get a goal, and thank God Peter is back on the score sheet. So yeah, Furman with a nice flick ball from the outside of his foot onto Peter, who yeah takes it forward. And yeah, that's basically what I was expecting from Peter for like the most of the season. That's his 13th goal of the season. Obviously I need him to probably get up into like 15-20 goals this season, but it's not really happened. He did actually start quite well, but his kind of form in front of goal has been quite sporadic to say the least. But looks like Wigan might be having the ball forward here. Egan cuts out the pass and Davies brings it forward for Wigan. We're trying to win the ball back off Wigan. It's not particularly going too well at the moment. The ball comes through to Davis and that goal stands, so it does go to 1-1 here. In the first 10 minutes there's been 2 goals quite early on in this game. So Neary gets the ball on the right hand side, crosses it with his left foot. Iwobi tries to clear it, but it ricochets off one of our midfielders. The bounce unfortunately goes to Davies for Wigan, and yeah, they pull it back to 1-1 here. So Furman picks up the ball in the middle. The ball goes out wide to Iwobi. He tries to cross it, but there's not too many people there. Peters tries to bring the ball forward. Iwobi was at the back post, almost got a touch on that. Can he score here? No. Neary brings it forward. We're having certainly a lot of possession and quite a few more shots than Wigan, but we obviously just need to make that count. So Wigan come forward here with the ball. I'm a little bit worried about this one. Mackie brings the ball forward. Kashi's there to make a big tackle, thank God. Charles Cook out wide to Iwobi. Hopefully he'll whip the ball in the middle. He almost does, but not very good cross to be honest. Kashi picks up the ball in the middle onto Furman, onto McLean. Out wide to Walker-Peters, who needs to get his cross in. He does, but it looks like it's gone out for a corner. McLean is going to take the corner here. Very, very poor corner kick. And yeah, you can see here we've had 8 shots. Only 2 of them have been on target though, which is not particularly too good. So what I'm going to do is just make sure that I'm encouraging the team. Obviously morale is pretty low at the moment. Obviously our form has just been pretty shot to bits, which is rubbish. But yeah, coming up to half time near enough here, and yeah, we're looking to just make sure that we're continuing on with this game. So corner right on the stroke of half time, and Egan has made it 2-1 to Charlton here. John Egan, player that we signed from League One football last season during the summer transfer window, has made it 2-1 to Charlton here. So McLean with the corner, and Egan is at the back post. And really good strong header, to be honest. His description is a strong centre-back. So yeah, he used all of his strength to get, you know, up high in the air there and to make it 2-1 to Charlton. I'm going to say passionately, all I need to do is just tell the players that I'm happy with how things are going at the moment. Obviously, you know, the fact that we're winning at the moment is just absolutely vital. We've obviously got Wolves going into the last game of the season and they're top of the table. So yeah, very important that we do win this game. So Walker-Peters has the ball out here on the left-hand side. McLean takes a shot and that goes out for another corner to Charlton here. So McLean with the corner again. Peter is there, but his header is not on target, unfortunately. So coming up to the last 20 minutes of the game here. So Peter with the ball out on the right-hand side. Passed it inside to Furman. McLean should have scored, but Iwobi gets the follow-up here. So thank God it's 3-1 here, guys. So very happy with how this is going. So definitely needed a win here. I'm not going to look at the league table until the end of this game, but Furman with the ball forward. McLean definitely should have scored, to be honest, but Iwobi with the follow-up to make it 3-1 here to Charlton. So very happy with the way this is going. So pretty much going to be the full-time whistle quite soon. Kashi brings the ball forward onto Furman. Kicks out wide to McLean, only about 30 seconds left here. Good ball in the middle by McLean. Peter's not able to get on the end of it. Furman tries to get the ball in the middle, but we're going to bring it forward here. Decent tackle from our midfielders to get the ball. It's gone out of play now, and that is the full-time whistle here, guys. So 3-1 victory to Wigan. So we've done what we needed to do in the first game of this sort of episode. I'll just have a look at the league table in a little bit more detail just to kind of see exactly what's going on here. So 68, 69, 70, 71. So we're 100% in the playoff positions at the moment. So we can't actually get caught by Blackburn at the moment. So at least we're kind of safe for the last game. We definitely should have been able to be a little bit more higher up the table. But yeah, our form at the end. I'm just going to have a look here. So yeah, team secure playoff position. So Stoke and Charlton have guaranteed themselves a place in the Championship playoffs. So it looks like we're definitely going to be in the playoffs. If you remember last season, we lost in the playoffs against Reading in the first kind of leg of the playoffs. For some reason, our form always dips right at the end of the season. I don't know if it's because we've got quite a young team and our form, you know, just takes a dip. But in this episode, I will finish off the season like the regular season and obviously play this game against Wolves. You know, at least we can actually relax now in this game against Wolves. Obviously, it'd be nice to get a victory just to kind of get a little bit of morale in the players. So just really quickly before we go into the next game, guys, I just wanted to show you the development of Dominic Furman. If you remember, this is the guy that we got in to replace Jordan Cousins in the middle of our midfield, and we signed him for £1.9 million. This season, he's managed to play 34 games for us. He scored 9 goals, only 1 assist, which I'm a little bit disappointed about, but in terms of his average rating, he's got 7.35 average rating. You can see how much he has been developing of recent. So he's been doing really well, to be honest, and at the moment I'm actually trying to educate him in the training of gets forward whenever possible. That's something I'm looking for him to do. He has got pretty decent long shots on him, which is 15, and he has actually got a preferred move of shoots from distance. So a lot of his 9 goals that he scored this season, he has got, I think, about 4 penalties, but the rest of his shots have actually been long range goals, so pretty decent player. So yeah, very happy with the development of Dominic Furman so far. So we're all ready for the Wolves game here. I'm just picking pretty much exactly the same team as the last game that won 3-1. The only difference is I'm bringing in Morgan Fox instead of, what's the guy's name? Cole Walker-Peters. Just making a quick change on the left back position. You can see that Fox's current form is 7.38 at the moment. Within the first 15 minutes of the game, we're forced into making a change. Alex Iwobi has got a thigh strain, so just going to make a real quick substitution. It looks like the only player that we can really bring on is Martin Waghorn. I'll play him on the right wing. So corner kick here to Charlton. Martin Waghorn is going to take the corner. And Peter almost gets that in at the far post there. So Thurman with the ball through to McLean. Crosses it in the middle, and the ball finally ends up in the back of the net. It looks like it was an own goal by their goalkeeper, potentially, or one of their defenders. Let's have a look in 3D just to see exactly what happened here. So McLean gets the ball across. Peter gets his head on it, and it ricochets off of their centre-back by the looks of things. Unfortunately, Peter couldn't actually get the ball in the back of the net. Oh, it looks like he's got an assist for that, which is a little bit random. But yeah, I'll take that anyway. 1-0 here to Charlton. Looks like there's actually a real quick chance potentially here for Wolves. Fox actually picks up the ball in the middle of the pitch, gives away a real rubbish pass, to be honest, to McLean. But McLean comes away with the ball, passes it back to Fox. Thurman onto Kashi, through to McLean. We need to get the ball through to Peter, which we do. He passes it back to Kashi, onto Waghorn. Waghorn's not able to move forward with the ball here. And I had a feeling that was going to go in. So unfortunately, it is 1-1 here between Charlton and Wolves coming into the 35th minute of the game. So Wolves have actually just taken the lead, unfortunately, here, guys. So Scott Goulbourne has put the ball into the back of the net from the edge of the area pretty much. So yeah, it was all going pretty well at the beginning of the game. But yeah, they crossed the ball here. Cody and onto Goulbourne, who's just completely unmarked. He's got nobody making a challenge against him or anything like that. So yeah, just before pretty much half time, about 10 minutes to go here, it is 2-1 now to Wolves. We might have a slight chance here. Peter with the ball comes out wide to Fox. He tries to get the ball across, but it doesn't reach any of our players. Kashi in the middle. Charles Cook, we need to get the ball through to Peter. Charles Cook takes it alone, and the ball goes out for a corner, which Thurman is going to take. It should hopefully come out to Thurman here. Let's see what he can do. Waghorn and their goalkeeper picks it up. So 5 minutes of this half left to go. Just before half time, another corner here to Charlton. Waghorn's going to take it, and that goes out for a throw-in. So we are now at half time. So to be honest, I don't really want to ruin the confidence of the players. So I'm just going to tell them that they've been unlucky so far. There's a couple of players that I'm obviously not particularly happy with in this first half display here. I've actually just moved the mentality onto attacking. I don't really think we've got anything to lose at the moment. We're losing anyway, so we might as well just go for it in the second half. So Varela's got the ball here on the right hand side, and Waghorn is there to score his first ever goal for Charlton. And yeah, that has made it 2-2 now, guys. So pretty happy with the way that we have actually reacted in this first half. I was just making a couple of tactical changes. So Varela with the ball on the right hand side puts in a pretty decent cross to Peter, who is unmarked and probably should have scored himself. But yeah, Waghorn is there to get the follow up and make it 2-2 between Charlton and Wolves now. You can see here that we're absolutely dominating Wolves in terms of possession and, you know, shots on target and everything all over the pitch. But literally just as I'm saying that, Wolves have made it 3-2 again. That's Afobe's 20th goal of the season. So, you know, if we're leaving a player like that completely unmarked in the middle, Jose Carlos gets the ball in the middle, and the ball finds its way to Afobe, and he's certainly not going to miss from that range, being completely unmarked in the middle of the goal. So Martin Waghorn has just put the ball into the back of the net. That's his second goal of the game in today's game to make it 3-0. Another corner. We're going to see this in 3D now. So Thurman with the corner. Afobe pretty much just gets a bit of a clearance on it, but Waghorn is there on the edge of the box to make it 3-0 between Charlton and Wolves. Only 7-ish minutes to go now, guys. But you can see here we've absolutely dominated Wolves, which is pretty decent. I do think a draw would have been a fair result in this game, considering how well we have actually played. I'm going to bring George on for the last few minutes of the game and just sort of see how he gets on. But yeah, I'll be certainly more than happy with a draw out of this game. There's a few kind of positives that I do think that we can take from the game. I'm just going to go back to standard as well. So yeah, obviously the next games in this episode are going to be the playoffs again. Obviously we did lose in the last time that we played the playoffs last season. This is obviously our second season with Charlton at the moment, and we're certainly going to be hoping to make the most of the playoffs in this particular, sort of season. All pretty entertaining game here to round off the end of the regular season. I'm going to call this the end of the episode, guys, just because I want to get the team ready for the playoffs. And yeah, we will see you in the next episode, where we'll probably play both of the playoff games in the next episode. If you have enjoyed this episode and you are liking the series so far, do press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course do leave your comments below. Thanks for watching.